Well, welcome to the Business Spotlight series. My name is Tanner O'Brien. I'm a senior partner here at Action Coach in Central Texas. Today, I'm sitting down with Mohit Mehra, who is the CEO and co-founder of Barley Bean. So excited to be jumping in, talking about this crazy thing of business ownership, of entrepreneurship, about all sorts of things like that. So excited to be having some conversation here. Mohit, thank you for taking the time. Why don't we just start with a little bit of background? Tell us a little bit about tell us about your background specifically, and then tell us a little bit about Barley Bean and some of the other ventures that you've got going on.
So my name is Mohit Mehra. Thank you for having me on the show. And I am the CEO and co-founder of Barley Bean, the company that I founded in 2014. And it's a coffee shop in Austin, Texas. It's an award-winning coffee shop, actually. I'm a diversified entrepreneur, and this company was started just to serve a great cup of coffee, and that's why I started this company, to be honest. And we started our own roasting our own coffee. We had a lot of brick and mortar stores before COVID, before the pandemic. And I have one store right now. I'm opening up another one this Friday, actually. And I've been in the hospitality industry since 2001. And prior to that, I was in the finance industry and I was a banker. I was an investment banker. I still have a finance company as well where I do loans. I do commercial real estate lending. Then I have a commercial real estate brokerage firm where I do mergers and acquisitions of real estates. So it all blends together with my portfolio, where I use three of my best skills, which is hospitality, finance, and real estate, to do my businesses. And yeah, means it was started. I started working on my business ventures when I came to US in 2004, and I saw a great opportunity in Austin. Of course, Austin has changed a lot since 2004, but it's been a great journey so far.
Very cool. Well, first of all, congratulations on getting ready to open up another location on Friday. I am excited to hear all about that once that gets up and running. But no, that's a fantastic background. Excited to kind of dive into a little bit here. I always like to just kind of ask some general questions, and I think you'll have kind of a couple different ways to be able to take this one. But the first one being, you mentioned being a co-founder. You've got some other businesses that you've been a part of. Have you seen kind of the importance of having additional founders or business partners, and how that's kind of shaped the different businesses that you've been a part of?
So I always say, when people interview me, to start a company is easy. To run a company is tough, you know. And the only ship that does not float is partnership. And being a founder and having co-founders with the same vision and alignment is tough, but it's all about cultivating your team, right from your partner, including yourself, to keep aligned with the vision and keep the focus for the business. And that's why it has been successful for me, because when I start taking partners, or when I partner with someone or get a co-founder or a CEO, they have to buy the vision. It might We don't know where it will go, we don't know what it is. I don't believe in making the right decisions. I take decisions and I make them right. And that's the beauty of being an entrepreneur, because you know what your vision is. It might not work out in the start, but eventually everything works out. But if there's no vision and the people on the team are not aligned, it's of no use. So I definitely and I always insist on keeping your vision aligned. Stick to your vision, stick to your gut, because you know exactly instead what you want.
Hmm. So the kind of the second piece of this I always like to ask is the role within business that you get to play, or the hats that you wear currently. And maybe it's a little bit different for the different businesses that you've been a part of, but when you look at kind of your day to day today, what hats do you wear within Barley Bean or within some of the other businesses? How many of them do you wear? Do you have a lot of them spread out over across a number of team members? What does that look like for you?
So, I always believe that I am the Steve Jobs of my company, so I have to wear every hat. Practically this morning, I was delivering three caterings at 6:30 in the morning. Being the CEO, I like to go and visit the client. I like to deliver them. I like to feed them, and that's the beauty of my business, that I really get in a chance to interact with my customers, being the CEO, and I can tell them my vision, and I can, oh, the company's great. Oh, your menu is so great. It's in the morning, 6:30, you're on time. And not only that, I dedicate myself giving at least 25 to 30 hours on the floor, making great lattes, making great coffee. I'm involved in the roasting process. I'm in the factory. I'm cupping my coffee. I'm working on the marketing side. Now I have people to do it, but I lead by example. So I start and then
Mm,
you know, delegate. And I think that has really worked for me because in the end, I'm a barista. In the end, I started with nothing. So I want to stick to my roots, because in the end, you have nobody could make you money unless you're really involved. Of course, once the person gets aligned, then it's easy. But no matter what, no matter you have the best team, no matter you have the your training is top notch, I still want to be in the trenches. I still want to sometimes make a pizza. I want to make my panini. I want to make a coffee. I just want to. It's just a good feeling. Similarly, in my finance field, banks are there, but there are people who get declined by banks, the high interest rates and bad credits. But my motto is we care, we go beyond. That's the motto of my financial company. So right from negotiating, because in life you don't get what you deserve. In life you get what you negotiate. So I'm always negotiating on my clients' behalf because I really want them to have the best deal. I want to make sure that okay, they're borrowing the money, but they're negatives. How to get them out of the trenches? Because it is tough. It is not easy, but it starts with the care, and that's what I have. And that's the biggest. People know me in Austin because of care, and I'm there. I'm all the way. I'm always I'm like a doctor, 24/7. No rest. Anytime on the call. That's my basic 2 cents.
I love it. Absolutely love it. So let's talk a little bit about Barley Bean. When you kind of look at the atmosphere, I always like to ask the question of like who specifically does your business serve? Maybe the best way to kind of frame this up for the conversation today is if I'm here local to the Austin market and I haven't, come and checked out the business yet. How do I know that I'd be a really good fit to come check out Barley Bean over any of the other coffee shops out there?
Well, to be honest with you, it's for the masses, not for the classes. So anybody can come to the business. It's a very southern comfort food, great coffee, and the feel and the look is industrial. It's very homely. It's totally Austin driven, and it's simple. It's just a very simple coffee shop. You don't really dress up good, no reservations. Just come, have fun, work. Drink coffee, drink as much as coffee you want, and enjoy the food, good coffee, good pizza, good beer. That's what we do, and it's for everyone. So yeah. So if you're in Austin, you come to Barley Bean, you will see the warmth of Austin in my cafe.
Mm,
And with my ratings, with my products, it's for the masses and not for the classes.
I love
So
it.
we are open to everyone. Yeah,
Excellent. So I always like to ask a few questions around marketing. And marketing is one of
sure.
those areas that, it's vital to every business, but that doesn't mean that we're all phenomenal marketers when we first start out in business or kind of get into business, that sort of thing. So I like to just ask some questions about, what's been working, what hasn't been working, lessons learned, things like that. But what has been your philosophy on getting the word out there about Barley Bean? What approach have you taken to marketing for your business?
I always go with the word of mouth marketing. That's something which is, if you can't, it starts with customer service. So if your customer service is good and your product is good and you're consistent, even if it's bad and you're consistent, with customer service, you can really market your business very well. Um, I did not spend too much money on cold calling. I did not spend too much money on coupons. I have a good loyalty program, but more than that, come on, I'm one store right now. 5 mile radius, I can attract the customer. That's what I want. So Instagram works for me very well. And of course, our coffee, our quality of our coffee, which is an award winning, by the way, our coffee, we just 2 weeks back, we got the best Texas Roastery Award of the Year. And that helps. And, through LinkedIn, through Instagram, through creating good reels, funny reels, weird reels, which Austin's all about, that helps us getting the repeated customer. And that's a customer base, to be honest. And it's scalable so much that the same field can go into any town that I put Barley Bee in, which I'm really trying to grow. I'm trying to scale it. And apart from that, we in pandemic taught us a lot to focus. And what we focused was on two things. A, keep your customer service, always be smiling, always give uh, service with a smile, and keep on improving your product. Don't be everyone to everyone. Just be yourself, and there is a market for it, and every market has its homes. So my market has a lot of homes right now because I'm just keep it simple, sweet.
Excellent. I always like to, especially in a business like yours, repeat business and getting people to come back over and over and over again. Obviously, good customer service, great customer service is a huge component of that. But is there anything else that y'all do? Do you leverage things like rewards programs or kind of membership type feel or anything like that when it comes to generating repeat business for the coffee shop?
Yes, we do. So we have an awesome loyalty program where after 10 shops, you get $10 off, which is great. Apart from that, we really focus on a lot of catering, which when we give the catering, we give them personalized gift cards so they can give it to their staff. That gets people coming in. That works also because it's if they've given us so much of catering, and why not? We don't mind spending $10, $15. And apart from that, when people are busy, we do not charge them for coffee. When we are busy and customer have to wait, hey, just take this, enjoy on us. We are that casual, because it's not about getting the sale, it's about getting the customer.
Hmm.
And with our loyalty, with our gift cards certificates, and our philanthropical side, which we really partner with Keep Austin Fed. Every week we feed them. So that really works for us too. We are in the community and involved in the community.
Excellent. Looking at, if we look at your journey now, I always like to ask a few questions around lessons learned. We'll just kind of use that general terminology. But when you look at your overall kind of entrepreneurial journey, not necessarily just with Barley Bean, but just kind of anything that you've worked on so far, are there any moments that stand out to you? And maybe there's a bunch, but one or two moments that kind of stand out to you that were roadblocks, they were hurdles that you had to overcome that have helped you become the entrepreneur and the business leader that you are today.
So, with the market crash in 2009, every business was failing. There was no financing getting done. There was no new projects in the market. Nobody was willing to invest. At that time, being an entrepreneur, and I always say when the market is down, uh, an entrepreneur skills comes out the best. So to take the risk at that time and negotiate the best leases really helped me overcome the business hurdle where I don't know what to do, where to invest, how to make my money, which is sitting a little bit money, not much, to start generating more revenue. And money makes money. So that was one of the biggest hurdles that I saw, that I felt, where if I could negotiate a great deal with the landlords, with the space providers, and control my product, I would be successful. And that really worked for me. It was very much tough because people always need money, but to get the people, not with good credit, but people who are challenging, who really needs money, and get them the money, kept me afloat. So it works, because it's all about, again, like I said, it's all about helping. Oh, sorry about that. It's all about helping. Can you see me? Okay. Yeah, I had a
Yes.
call coming in the middle. And once I decided to get into the more aggressive market when nobody was doing a deal, I was doing the deal. So it was working for me. I could negotiate the best deal. I could evolve on my concept. That worked for me. On the finance and real estate side, I could negotiate the best from the project managers. So that worked for me. So money saved was money earned. So
Mm.
I really overcame that block.
Some amazing lessons there. I love that. So when you look at the next, say, 3 to 5 years, obviously you already mentioned at the very beginning, looking at opening another location here in a few days. What does the next 3 to 5 years look like for you? How does the business change and evolve over time? How does your role within the business change and evolve over time?
Um, if you really ask me, looking at the current marketing conditions, just focus on making a house better, making a house efficient, and not get it got and don't get greedy and excited for new deals because the market being so down right now with the interest rate being so high. It's good to stick to what you had and grow that. Even when you get an equity, make sure you invest right. Make sure you're ready for the equity, which I've learned in the last 2 weeks when I was at the conference, is because the market is constantly changing. People are leaving and nothing is consistent. What works is a moving nickel, which is better than a slow dollar. So focus on the moving nickels. That's what I'm really focused on. So I would say, hey, wait, don't invest. Take your time, make your house better, make your business policy better. See what you can really save in terms of expenses. And brick and mortar is not a very good, investment to make as of now, unless you're getting a great deal. And if possible, make your financials and partnerships so strong that you can buy the properties instead of leasing it and get a good finance on that because that really helps in your business, especially seeing all the businesses going out right now.
Mm.
Yeah, so I would recommend that to the people.
Yes, 100% agree. I think that's really good, insight for folks to kind of grab onto and pay attention to, especially with where kind of everything is at this particular moment in time. Um, well, Mohit, I want to be respectful of the time that we have, so I've got a couple rapid fire questions I'd love to kind of start
Sure,
wrapping us up on, and got four of them in total. And the
sure.
first one here, as you look back at your journey through entrepreneurship, through life, what would you say for you is your key to success?
Persistence and determination.
I like that. If you could give one piece of advice to other entrepreneurs out there, you could only give one. What piece of advice would you want to leave them with?
Believe in yourself and go ahead. Don't stop.
How about book recommendations? I usually frame it up with what's one book that either you're currently reading or have read most recently. But if you've got another one that just kind of pops into your head, but what would be a book recommendation that you would give to the audience?
I've not read a book in a long time, but Rich Dad Poor Dad is a great book. Everyone should read that book for sure.
That is a good recommendation. All right, final rapid fire question. This one's just kind of fun. If you could choose just one area in your business, and you only get to choose one, where you could take a little bit of magic dust and sprinkle it all over so that you wake up tomorrow morning and it's 10 times better than it is today, where would you choose to put that magic dust?
A drive through. I wish I had a drive through. I really wish I had a drive through. That's what I want. That's my magic dust.
Oh man, that's a really good one. I know for coffee shops in general, that is a if you got a drive through, that's super powerful.
Thank you.
So I love that. So for those that are watching, that are enthralled by this conversation, really want to come in and check out Barley Bean. How can they find out more information? Where can they go? Where's the location at? Give us the details on where the audience can go for more information and to stop in at some point.
So Barley Bean is all over Austin. So we have commissary sandwiches that we give in a lot of high-end grocery markets around Austin. So you can find there. But if you want a true Barley Bean experience, follow Barley Bean ATX on Instagram, barleybean.com. And of course, we are on 3600 South Lamar Boulevard. We are on South Lamar and you can find us there.
Beautiful. And if they want to connect with you, what's the best way to connect or follow you?
Just email me at connect@barleybean.com or just on my LinkedIn,
Excellent.
Mohit Mehra. Yeah.
I will put those details in the video description below. So if you're watching this later on, you want to connect with Mohit, make sure you send him a message on LinkedIn. Just say, hey, saw you on the business spotlight. Can't wait to come check out location, all that fun stuff. Always good to make additional connections, especially here in the Central Texas area. So with that, Mohit, I like to finish off with one final question for these conversations here. And that question is simply, what is most inspiring to you today?
The most inspiring to me, that's a tough question. I'm inspired by so many things every day. Just you know, the team that I have created, the time that I put in my team, more than my customers, my team that I get time to have really gotten those results and given me the hope and the confidence of opening up more locations and getting equity and raising capital and growing BarleyBean out of the park. And yeah, it's just my team that inspires me. I have a great team. I'm blessed.
That is absolutely amazing. I love to hear inspiration from teams, things like that. So that yeah, that's just fantastic. Mohit, I want to say thank you for taking the time, for sharing a little bit of your story, telling us
Thank
about
you.
the experience of building and growing not only just this business, but kind of your journey overall through entrepreneurship. Greatly appreciate it and greatly just enjoyed this conversation today. So thank you.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.